Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play The Legend of Grimrock. When last we left off, I think there is an enemy that's wandering around here that we need to defeat. Because the last thing we want is an enemy to sneak up on us when we are not expecting it. And we need to back up a little bit, and we were a little too slow there, and I moved in completely the wrong direction. But we most certainly want to defeat this enemy sooner rather than later, because the last thing we want to have happen is to be flanked when we are moving into the shrine here. And we might as well close that up there, because we also don't want any enemies to respawn there and come to get us. So we have to get a singular key that I imagine is in the shrine. If there was a key in the caverns, which most certainly weren't caverns, we've got to find one in the other location. That might not in fact be like what it says it is, because let's face it, those caverns weren't very cavernous. And in the shrine is a grand total of nothing. But there is an altar, so I suppose it actually is a shrine. This has trap written all over it. So what do you suggest we do? I suggest that we go get the key on the count of 3 and then move away very quickly. That seems like a very good idea. And 3! Let's go, let's go, let's go! Move, move, move! Don't stop for anything, let's just go, go, go! Oh, that worked absolutely perfectly. Next time, warn us when you're going to do that. But that would have, given us opportunity for you to object. I think objecting might have been a very good idea. It worked, didn't it? And you wanted the key, we have the key now. And we're not trapped in a room full of enemies. Ugh. You're just angry because my idea worked, aren't you? I'm not angry because of that. I'm angry because we could have got ourselves into even more trouble. But we didn't. We were perfectly fine, as you could see. We were lucky. We weren't lucky. We have skill on our side. And indeed, we have a level up on our side as well. And we're going to give Eyes a lot of spellcraft, give him the improved combat caster, which gives him extra speed when it comes to casting. And in these areas are a lot of these enemies that we need to be very, very careful of, because I think there are lots of grates here, and yep, every single one of them, it seems, has an enemy in them, except the one that we use to move forward, and it would seem that we are currently unable to attack there. I forgot those enemies could do that. They're in fact the only enemies that can, which is curious. Alright, any more of them? There's probably one here, and yep, indeed there is one here, but we are going to absolutely obliterate. There we go. What about here? There most certainly is one here as well. I think this area is designed in such a way that if you try and move away in any direction, barring straight the way that you came in, you would be attacked by something. And indeed, there was something absolutely everywhere here, except the way directly out. So now we have at least both of the keys, so we can use them to... oh, there is one there too! That is very sneaky, but that one is now gone as well. And we'll use one key here, and we'll use one key here. And what is in here that we can go and get? And that is a portal. Anything else here, though? Nothing there. We might as well check for secrets. Nothing here, nothing there, and I can see a switch right there. That opens the pit and removes the teleporter. Well, why not, eh? Probably because Eyes didn't have a lot of health, but there appear to be no enemies in here whatsoever, so there is, however, a button that closes the area with that eye and face thing. I wonder if there was a trap there. There might very well have been a trap there, and we might have just avoided it by going around and just looking and resting. Sometimes it pays to be observant, and this is one of those times. Alright, let's see what's here. The answer is a scaled cloak. And yep, I heard the sound of something being fired there, so that was pretty obviously a trap. And in here is some food. Food is nice, we'll go and grab that. There we go. Not bad. And now I think we might as well move out here. And that brings us back to here, and we could find out what that teleporter is. Let's go! This is not an area we've been to before. There's another key, though. Do not grab it yet. Why can't I grab it? It could very well be another trap. It could be, and we dealt with the last one just fine, but we might not be able to escape so easily. Well, maybe we can't. Look, now we can escape easily. Can we go and grab the key? I suppose so. Nothing happened. See? Not always a trap is there. So saith the great William. Are you really going to quote yourself on that later? Maybe. Maybe. It is a stupid quote, but I think it's rather catchy. There's an enemy over there. Let's go and get it, shall we? The last thing we want to have happen is an enemy to sneak up on us when we're trying to rest, which actually makes me think that we should have been a little more careful when we were resting before. And that enemy has no idea where it wants to go, which is very, very good for us. There we go, and that enemy is gone. Brilliant. I think we have nothing more to do but to go down to the next floor, which we will do right now. And in here is a way down immediately and a grand total of nothing but a scroll. This level is sealed. Sealed for what reason? To keep something in or to keep us out? Perhaps this place is more ancient than even we think. That's not a good thing. Look at the key you have. Well, what about it? It looks nothing like a key you have seen before. That could just be a design choice, but I must admit it looks really odd. I think we must be very careful. Alright, we will be. Okay, this is not what I was expecting. Neither I. This wall must be very expensive. It is almost completely covered in gears? We have seen gears before. On the mosaics, in the walls, on the shields of the skeletons, and on those doors that are made of metal. They also had the gears. This is a prison. A prison for what? I don't know. And I don't know either, so I am going to save, because the last thing we want to have happen is for terrible things to occur. And so, we shall now move on. There is a keyhole here, and we have a prison key. Let's go, shall we? Into here. Ooh, but we're awake. You are close enough now. I don't have to wait for you to be asleep anymore. Oh! A long time ago, they closed the portal by breaking the mechanism. It is here, nearby. Find it. Alright, we shall go and find a mechanism, and I imagine the door is now open. We must be very, very careful, as there are two of these entities here that we most certainly want to destroy right now, as quickly as we possibly can. And there is another one there, and I think one of the arrows actually hit it, so we want to make sure that we can destroy this one as quickly as possible, and find if there are any more of them nearby, because we most certainly want to make sure this area is clear, and I see a selection of enemies there that look very different to the ones that we have seen before. And some of the alcoves do not have those enemies. What does this say? The seals of the gate will burst open if the shackles of the prisoner are broken. Well, that's obvious. We need to help free the prisoner. We do not know what this prisoner is. Eyes is right. We don't know. It could be nefarious. Does that even matter? We need to get out of here. We need to get out of this mountain. But what if the thing is terrible? Oh, and you want to stay here forever, do you? Well, I most certainly do not. I am not saying we will stay here forever. I am merely saying that we must have caution. Yes, I know, but... Oh, you're just frustrating sometimes. And what is that thing? I don't know, but it's not attacking us yet. I think we must lure it out. I can lure it out. And let's see what it does. The answer is it charges, much like the ogres, but it is much, much less obvious about doing it. It just sort of charges immediately, which means we need to be very, very careful. Very careful. And the doesn't seem to take that much damage either. Alright, here we go. Need to be very, very careful. We have to presume that it will try to attack us when we are to the side of it, and those weapons look like they hurt. There is a sort of plodding, mechanical order to its movements, as if it's very methodical. It's most certainly a construct, but a construct for what purpose? I imagine it's a guard of some kind. That might very well be the mechanism that we are looking for. There we go. It has been defeated. But I imagine there are going to be more of them. There certainly were more of them when we looked over here, I think. Yep, there is another one. Hello, how are you? Would you like lightning? I don't think you would, but you're going to get it anyway. There we go. We need to be very, very careful. There is another one of them too. And that is really not good at all. We need to make sure that we do not... Oh, that was very close. Very close indeed. There is another one of those enemies, and we most certainly want to make sure that... uh-oh. We need to... Yep, there we go. And let them go past. Also, that is a long way for arrows to go. And they charge from a very long distance, too. A very long distance. There we go, and it is dead. And I think we got, yep, all of our arrows back. There is another one of those enemies, though, somewhere around here. And we need to go and defeat it, I think. Over here, maybe? Hello, how are you? You are holding a lantern, which very, very obviously broadcasts where you are, which is rather handy. Also, they tend to like using lightning attacks a lot. I wonder if that is coincidence, or if it is not. Also, this is certainly a very, very mechanical place indeed. And I imagine there is another one of these entities. Yep, and this one is not content with just staying put. Uh-oh, we have accidentally triggered the other one too. And that is really, really bad, because we might get surrounded here. Oh, that hurt. That hurt a lot. We need to defeat this one right now, because that was 90 odd damage, and that is terrifying. That is absolutely terrifying. And if the other one appears, we just need to run away as fast as we possibly can, because we don't have the energy to fire lots of spells here. There we go. One gone, and there is the other one. Hello! We're over here, you know, not over there. And there we go. One attack for eyes there. And we need to make sure that we get attacks for everyone. There we are. Careful. Oh, that was bad. That was really bad. We need to make sure we don't lose anyone here, because we have done very well in not losing people right now. We might want to go back up and rest after this, because, oh dear, these things are really, really, really nasty. Very nasty. Careful. Carefully does it. Very carefully does it. I don't know if we have enough magic to do something. We could try. No, we do not. But that was a magic spell anyway. It is still not dead. There we go. Oh, careful. Very careful. There we go. Now it is gone. And now we most certainly need to go and rest as soon as we possibly can, by going back to where we came from. And was that another enemy? That was another enemy. We need to rest right now. We need to go up here and rest immediately, in a place where we are completely and totally safe. Yep, that place is dangerous. That place is perilous. That place will get us completely and totally annihilated if we are not careful, and we were not very careful. Not very careful at all. But all of those enemies seem to be quite dead. And that is a good thing. Are you all right? I have been better. That hurt. It looked like it hurt. You were nearly smacked into the wall. Thanks for the reminder. No problem. You're welcome. There is another enemy here that I think followed us. I would not be surprised if it did follow us. Hello, we're going to... oh, that was probably not smart, but we need to obliterate its shield so that we can then move on and destroy it. There we go. Not bad at all. There is another one here. Do they respawn? I don't like to think that they respawn, but they might respawn, which admittedly means that we have a very good source of combat experience here, but a very dangerous source as well, because these ones are not like the ice raptors, or the anything really. I was about to think of other things that respawn, but snails respawn. Alright, let's go and have a look at this thing over here that they were guarding. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh, another one of these. Let's have a look. They destroyed the mechanism. They took it apart to keep the portal closed. But it can still be mended. I know how. To reopen the portal, you need to find the missing parts. There are 4 parts missing. Go. 4 parts for 4 alcoves, and for 4 guardians. It looks like here we need a kind of gear. Okay, we need a gear. Let's write that down. I suppose a gear is rather apt for what we are needing, because this game is full of them. Here we need a hole-like thing? Don't know what that is. Pass. What about this here? It needs a 3-prong thing. A 3-prong thing, and I think we need a... That is a very large gear, I think. A very large gear that is missing, or a 2-prong thing. What we're going to do is we're going to go back up to the floor we were previously on, and we're going to go and dump things we don't need, because let's face it, our inventory is rather cluttered with rubbish right now. Rather cluttered with rubbish indeed, and the sooner we can get rid of things we don't need, the better. Like, for instance, this box. That can go. What else don't we need? We don't need, we pretty much don't need a lot of this, but we might need some reagents at some point. And I don't think we don't need these, but we could eat some of them. Why not? Let's eat some of them, and to restore some of our food there. There we go. And I think one more for you. There we go. In fact, you can have 2. And then if we do that and this, that can go over there as well. And we don't need these boots at all. They're not really that good for us. And we don't need this armor anymore, because we are not going to have anyone wearing this leather armor at all. So we'll just put that over there for now. Anything over here we need? Lightning bombs we might certainly need a few of. I think we're definitely going to need a few of them, so we'll just hold on to them. And we pretty much have a lot of space left over. There we go. A good time to save, I think, just in case we end up needing these items at some point. And then we will move down and descend once more into the depths. Have I put my piece of paper away with what I think we need? And I don't think there's any way we can go except for down. Down into a pit. Or one of several pits. And there are a few doors that we can't open. So I think it is time to go down a pit. There we go. Where are we? We are in the cemetery. And there are enemies already trying to kill us. Enemies that are quite vicious. But fortunately they are most certainly dead. And down here are a lot of items that I imagine we need. Here is a... I don't think we need one of them. I really don't think we need one of them at all. But we'll remember it's here. Here is a steel gear. We might need that. And it weighs a lot. Also, the text was shifting there. Did you see that? It was shifting. There we are. The shaft is in good condition, but we have no need for one. Okay, so it looks like we did not need many of these items, but we do apparently need this, so maybe we'll hold on to that. What is in here? Hello, Mr. Enemy, how are you? You are over here, and we're accidentally opening inventory instead of actually attacking. There we go, and what is in here? In a sack. In here is a couple of torches. Don't really need torches right now. So this is basically what we're doing. We're rummaging around for items that we may need. This mineral is apparently rich with energy. How do you know that? I just know somehow. Perhaps that thing is communicating with us through our minds. Maybe. We need to carry this somehow, but our inventory is very, very full indeed, and I imagine we could drop some food. That actually might free up some inventory space. We do have a lot of food. A lot of food indeed, so I don't think we need to... also, we could move things over to that sack there instead of the box and make a little bit more space that way. There we go, I think that's a not too terrible idea, but the box does have a lot of space, so we need to be rather careful also. Why are we not stacking those up like that? I have no idea. Also, do we need that? I don't think we do. Do we need that? I don't think we do. I suppose we could put that there, and that can go there, this can go in here, and we accidentally ate that, but that's okay, because now that is over there. There we go, now we have a little more space, and we could carry the food, I suppose. Who can carry that? You can carry that for now. Alright, let's keep exploring down here. Do you think we need this? We most certainly don't. What about this thing over here? I don't think we need that either. Let's have a look. And I don't think we need that at all. There are lots of random items in here that are quite useless. A metal frame. Let's see. This is just old scrap. Right, nothing there of any use. What about this? This seems very useful. A large gear. We need a smaller one. Okay, we need a smaller one, but we do have a small gear, so that is useful. There are a lot of enemies in here. I wonder who broke the mechanism. Surely they could not escape either. Perhaps that was a price worth paying. Maybe it was. This is really filling me with a deep sense of foreboding. Agreed. I hate to admit it, but you might be right. There's another one of these fume nozzles here. How many of them do we possibly need? How many of them could it have? We're not exactly sure what we're looking for here. A steam canister. It's heavy, and I don't think it's useful to us at all. And when we come back, folks, we will continue searching around in the cemetery here for items that we may in fact need. I don't know if we need them, but we might as well try and look for them, eh? Maybe it'll be useful, maybe not. And I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later. Maybe we'll find the items we require. Possibly. Hopefully. And then we can escape. Or will we? Later.